And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
Good afternoon and welcome back, everyone. As expected, we saw that weak system drop through the region. A little bit of light snow in and around the Palmer Divide. Even my house on the north side of Colorado Springs, I'd say we picked up around a dusting. This is all the reports that I could find. So if you have a storm report, maybe you measured the snowfall at your house this morning, send our weather team an email. That's weather@KOAA.com. Rye, the big winner, just about 4 inches of snow up into Teller County near Florissant, just over 3 inches. Beulah, Wetmore between about 1.5 inches and 2 inches. Down to Walsenburg, just picking up over 1 inch. And I did say officially at the Springs and Pueblo, most areas just seeing a trace or light dusting. That storm did clear out pretty quickly. It was windy and much colder today as expected, and that's still the case this afternoon here in southern Colorado. 36 degrees, but it feels like 29 in the Springs, a bit breezier here than what we're seeing in Pueblo, where the current temp outside is hovering around 44. Canyon City still seeing that snow melt today, although not as warm as what we saw yesterday when we climbed well into the 50s. Currently outside, we're checking it at 38. And Monument, I don't believe I ever saw the hourly ob get above the freezing mark today, so certainly chilly with a little bit of light snow this morning. Clearing skies is nice, but the current temperature is only around 26. And with drier conditions filtering into the region tonight and some cold air settling back into the San Luis Valley, that's where the real cold will be, my friends, down to -10 or so in Alamosa. The rest of us, I think, will drop down to the teens by Monday morning. And if you like the sunshine that we saw yesterday in those warmer conditions, good news. We pretty much see a repeat of that on Monday after a little bit of a hiccup in the forecast and that cool down today. So temperatures tomorrow rising about 10 to 15 degrees across the region as high pressure builds back from the west coast. And this is a persistent west coast ridge of high pressure. This is pretty much going to stay parked here throughout the next 5 to 7 days. We'll see these weak disturbances come around the east side of the ridge, but you can see the real cold air, the real action staying across the northern plains and the mid-Atlantic down to the southeast. I think we get a few weak systems that try to move through the region. One on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. Not too excited about those other than some breezes and some cooler temperatures. And then perhaps a better organized system that we'll be watching for Saturday. But again, still having a tough time getting around that ridge. So just some possible light snow showers, mainly for the mountains. So let's run this national model blend all the way out through Saturday. These darker blues indicating maybe around 2 to 4 inches of snow. That would be for the front ranges and foothills down to the southern mountain ranges. Really not looking at much from the Springs to Pueblo. Maybe a couple of inches for their storms combined from, say, the Palmer Divide and up in Teller County. Something we'll be watching. Otherwise, you can see your lows tonight. As we mentioned, they will be cold down to the teens across the I-25 corridor. Your highs on Monday, they're rebounding nicely. And in fact, we're going to do a breakout of just that super special and sunny day on Monday on our super 7-day forecast. We're around 42 degrees by the lunch hour, a little before that at 10 a.m. and then 50 the expected afternoon high. Windy on Tuesday and Wednesday as those fronts work through, but I keep us dry in the Springs through the upcoming week. For Pueblo, we have 55 degrees on Monday, 57 Tuesday, so temperatures at or above average most of the week. We are watching Saturday, as I mentioned, especially the morning hours, for some possible snow showers, some cooler temperatures, and some gusty winds. Canyon City, 50s here through Friday, a little bit cooler on Saturday. And for Woodland Park, a seasonably mild forecast with 40s here, much better than what we saw last week. For now, I keep us dry Tuesday to Wednesday at a better chance of snow heading into Saturday.